Hello everyone, this is Shahriar Khan, Managing Director of Gamechanger Training and Consulting Limited. I have the pleasure of having John Cropper here today with me.
Hello.
John is the Head of Program and Project Management at Humentum, one of the biggest organizations delivering project management courses, other learning and other services in international development sector. So at Gamechanger, we offer courses in PMD Pro project management, which is specifically designed for development sector, and we are signing an agreement with Humentum in terms of collaboration. So we both work together and bring the benefit of having PMD Pro to local markets and different parts of the world, basically. So first, I would like request John to can you briefly mention the benefit of PMD Pro.
Yes,
and a brief story of how it actually emerged and why it's important for people working in development sector to have this certification and basically get used to. Obviously, we know, I mean, it's not the certification that's important, morely it's like the methodology and knowledge and everything else. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it was put together. I think one of the exciting things about PMD Pro is that it was developed by the sector, for the sector, and is owned by the sector. So it's truly independent. I mean, I was in a working group. There were a number of different organizations, and we all had the same problem, that we were struggling with project management. So we put together a body of knowledge that became project management for development professionals, PMD Pro. That in turn became a certification. It was launched in 2010, and since then over 22,000 people have been through the certification in 154 countries and at least 700 organizations. So it's becoming a standard for the sector, and I think there are several reasons for that. I think, first of all, it's appropriate, it's contextualized for our work.
Yes,
and it's really important. I mean, it's not something abstract, which many project management approaches are. This is grounded in what we do as a sector. So
yes, I mean, as I mentioned to you, the story of a participant I had in one of the courses. I mean, she was saying she did the PMP, but she found the course I was delivering, that was in Africa, for African Union Commission, and she was saying this is so much more useful. I mean, the reason being, she saw that as being relevant to what she does, and I think the scale of it as well. Yeah, so that's great. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's something that's appropriate.
Yes.
It's also, I think, something that is accessible. So the guide is online. You can just download it.
Yeah, you can download it.
There's an app.
Yeah.
You can get.
That's PMD Pro starter. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So you've got. It's designed so that there is something for everybody.
Yeah.
So you can just get on with it. The exam is online.
Yeah.
So it is as accessible as possible. The certification itself is also very affordable. I mean, it's $22 for local organizations, it's $60 for NGO staff in the field. And all of the supporting materials are free. So you compare that with, engaging in some other approaches, and there's no way that people can afford it. And I think that in turn helps get a critical mass of people with the right skills and the right tools. And then I think the most important reason is whether people do the exam or not, frankly, doesn't matter that much. I mean, it's nice, but it's actionable. People find that they have tools, templates, and they can just apply and get on with it. And we recently had one person say, and he did a PMD Pro in a virtual environment, working in northern Nigeria, that PMD Pro had saved his project $1 million.
Yeah, that's an amazing story.
Right.
I mean, that's what matters at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
Because,
so that's the story, really, and it's evolving. So there is a guide for program management, which has just been launched. That will become a certification very shortly. And so the idea is just to give people different opportunities, so they can learn and develop their skills in project management in a way that is easy, accessible, and flexible.
Yeah. That's great. So, I mean, John and I actually have been delivering a course today. I mean, this is a 2-week course I've been delivering for a client, and we have public sector people coming to attend this course, about 17, and they have been really enjoying it. And John did today with me, and we were kind of taking them through different tools and things. I'd just like to ask John about how applicable it is to public sector. Your, comments on that, please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the idea is that in PMD Pro, there is something for everybody. Whether you work for a large, complex organisation like the public sector, or whether it's a very small one. Clearly, what you get out will be different. How you apply it will be different, because you can't copy and paste project management solutions. It doesn't work. You've got to adapt. You have to tailor the tools for your own context, your own environment. And so that was what was interesting today. You would see these public sector, some of them senior officials saying, yes,
very senior.
I can use this tool in my projects and my department.
Yes.
And maybe a very small organization would take the same tool, but they would apply it in a very different way.
Exactly,
okay,
yes,
so what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get this shared language, shared vocabulary, and shared tools across different organizations. And then it makes having conversations about the projects easier. And the way I say it, if you don't have a shared vocabulary, how can you have a shared conversation?
Exactly, yeah. And some of these public sector officials, I mean, they have, from day one, they've been enjoying and asking really the relevant questions how they can apply some of these tools. So if you work in public sector, NGOs, community-based organization, this can be a really good learning opportunity for you and something that will help you to get your projects be more successful. I mean, I've been delivering project management courses for, I think, more than 10 years now in the UK. And I'm really passionate about this because I feel this helps everyone to get a standard, platform and kind of talk the same language and make sure, one example is earned value analysis, which I've found that many participants actually really said, wow, that would make a big difference. We could now go, I mean, we used to monitor this and that, but we didn't kind of link both together. So, now we could go and do that, and that will help us to see why is it overspent, why is it underspent, is it a bad thing, is it a good thing? So really amazing, and I think that's something you should really seriously consider. So on Humentum and Gamechanger collaboration, basically, as we agreed, we would basically get support from you in terms of delivering and making sure it's up to speed always and all that. And it would be really great to get your support on that in delivering to our clients. And one other thing I mentioned is the online course we are going to hopefully launch, which we would have like a online video and other resource materials, and I'll get in touch with that about that as well. So yeah, that are planned for us. And we talked about the translation into possibly local languages in Bangladesh, for example. I'm really looking forward to that. And I mean, we are talking to organizations in Bangladesh. We have of course scheduled in Bangladesh, Cox's Bazar, where there is big emergency project going on, refugees, lots of them. And also we have scheduled courses in Kenya, Accra, Cape Town this year. So looking forward to running some of them in collaboration with Humentum. Yeah.
I think it's really exciting because, I mean, in Humentum, our work is all around building capacity. And what we're trying to do is help people who are doing good work, whether that's in civil society organizations, international NGOs, government organizations. You've got people who are doing good work, and what we want to do is to help them do it better. Yet we can't do it all by ourselves. I mean, it's just not possible.
Yeah, I think collaboration is the way forward, isn't it?
It's how PMD Pro was developed. It was all collaboration. It was different people coming together. So we just want to extend that, and we want to find ways of collaborating with other organizations, such as yours, to try to extend the benefits of project management to more organizations than we could ever possibly reach by ourselves.